Guy steals $400 of gas, but I get the last laugh. I used to work in a marina when I was in high school that sold gas and allowed people to dock for free if they wanted to. Now one day a guy comes in on a pretty big boat and gets a lot of gas, like $400 worth of gas. He comes to the counter to pay and gives me $400 in $100 bills, and I accept them and he goes on his merry way. Fast forward a week or so and I'm told by my boss that the bills he paid in were all counterfeit bills. Unfortunately, as he paid in cash, we have no way of tracking him down, so we think that he just got away with stealing $400 worth of gas. That is, until this idiot comes back after about a month and a half, thinking he got away with stealing the gas. When he comes back in, I recognize the guy and tell my coworker to call the police right away. However, I knew that this guy would just leave if I let on that I had recognized him, and we had discovered his plot to get free gas. So I decided to pretend I don't recognize him. Luckily for me, this guy asks to dock the boat for an hour or so on our dock, and I tell him it's not a problem. Now, it is policy to get the name and phone number of customers using free dockage, as well as asking that they leave their keys in the boat so that we can move the boat to a different dock if needed. He complies with all of the rules and leaves his boat, and he leaves his keys with me. After probably about 15 minutes of waiting, the police show up on the dock and ask my boss where the guy is. My boss tells them he just left his boat, but we have his number and can get him to come back to the boat, and then he instructs me to do just that. At this point, I was pissed at the dude for making me look dumb and basically losing $400. So I call and tell him, hey, this is me from Marina. It seems as though there's an issue with your engine, and it seems to be smoking. For those that don't know boats very well, engines are very expensive, and this one in particular was a 350 horsepower Yamaha engine, which is top of the line. So that man got back to that boat in record time. When he got back to the boat, the look in his face when he saw two cops waiting for him was priceless. He tried to play it off and act like he had done nothing wrong, and he didn't know why the police were there. But that was short-lived, as they arrested him and told him why he was being arrested. Turns out the guy had almost $2 grand in counterfeit $100 bills on him.